Kagurabachi fans, I come with a solemn reminder that there is no new chapter this week. It is officially on break. But what's interesting about this break is it is a research break, meaning Hokazono wanted the time to further his understanding of something before continuing the story. So that's really interesting and kind of cool, honestly. I wish he would take more breaks, to be honest. But the fact that this one isn't just to rest, it's to make the story better, I can always get behind that. But since we have no new chapter, I do have a couple comments I want to shout out from you guys on last chapter. So first of all, shout out to Branwyn and thank you for the support. And he says it's his opinion that the Swordmaster must have lost somebody important to him during the war that was killed by one of the island's inhabitants. And that's basically what caused him to snap and break and be unable to forgive them and be unable to, actually maintain the peace. And then he basically just lost to his intrusive thoughts, like went mad with, revenge, power, whatever we want to call it. And I think there must certainly be something like that, right? Because this past chapter revealed that the Swordmaster was Kunishige's best friend and most trusted ally. So either Kunishige has the worst moral compass ever, or something happened that caused a drastic shift in the Swordmaster. So I could clearly see it being the loss of a loved one or something, right? And I think that's an interesting mystery to kind of chew on right now. And then Brandon also says, I also want to believe that Iruha is still alive. And I'm with you. Given what we found out about how the Swordmaster and the Eternal Contracts are all connected to one another, and I already yapped about this in the previous video, so I'll spare you guys, but I feel like that's the only thing that kind of makes sense right now, that Samura was trying to do the best he could, kind of have his cake and eat it too, kill the other sword masters to release them from their eternal contracts, but then revive them just like he did Chihiro, and then only truly kill the sword master whom he's got the greatest beef with. I think this would also explain why he killed Chihiro in order to release him, warning him don't pick that sword back up. So we'll see if there's anything else that kind of adds more oomph to that, if there's anything else in there that maybe makes that more complicated, but for now that's my theory too. And I, too, wonder how Inten fits into the contracts. I think because Samura killed Chihiro, that it must be tied to the Swordmaster as well. But since it was forged so much later, and after Kunishige would have known that the Swordmaster went crazy, maybe he found a way to make the Eternal Contract not connected to him, but I don't know. And then also shout out Sil for the comment and the support, but I have to admit that I immediately stopped reading as soon as I saw Eren Yeager, because for those of you unfamiliar, I'm currently watching through Attack on Titan for the first time ever right now. So I'm doing everything I can to avoid spoilers. And I don't even know if there are any spoilers in this comment, but I don't even want any implied spoilers or connections or anything like that. So Sil, I apologize, but I will circle back to this once I finish AOT, and thank you again for the support. Anyways, that's going to do it for this one, y'all. We will be back with our normal Kagurabachi programming next week, but in the meantime, we'll just have to tide ourselves over by looking at everyone's gorgeous art and getting into some theory crafting. And on that note, if you're not already, join the Discord. We got a great little community of Kagurabachi within our Discord, and I would love to see that grow, so come chat with us.